Yeah. I'm called Saint Michael and Saint Raphael and Metatron and Gabriel and Uriel for protection and guidance. All right. Hello, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila. And I wanted to come and have a brief discussion with you all about demonic possession. Yay, we're going to talk about something fun today. Demonic possession. Yay. No, I'm serious. So make sure that y'all hit that thumbs up. I don't know what has been going on. I don't get in other people's business, but I know that I've had quite a bit of people over here that are obviously possessed demonically. And it ain't got nothing to do with with my spirits. People just coming over here just all week. Of course, I've been ignoring them with their negativity all week. I will continue to ignore you because I've got a lot of important things that I'm taking care of right now, especially when it comes to my company, Divine Services. So, a lot of y'all, if you're into occult classics or if you're into the occult or into movies, y'all probably saw The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Hey, Soapbox Jones, hello. So y'all probably saw that movie, and a lot of times in these movies, though, in Hollywood, the way that they depict demonic possession and even some of the actual real cases of demonic possession, they always depict somebody, throwing up green slime, um, doing just something off the wall, and possession don't always look like that. Okay. It doesn't. And in fact, rarely does it. That's just Hollywood. I think that a lot of people put that in their mind that that's what demonic possession actually looks like, but it's not necessarily. And so a lot of people can walk around with demons attached to them or inside of them for years. Okay, for years. And it's not always, dramatic. you know, it's not always dramatic. Hey, Lavender, hello. So, for example, now in that movie, I think that they were correct. Like when the demon initially possessed the older son or the older boy, it didn't manifest for probably several months or several weeks. Okay. So the reason why I say get your cleanses, is because a lot of times those demons will lay in wait, is what they do. They lay in wait. They lay in wait until something either captures your attention, captivates you, or maybe even a milestone. It'll wait until a milestone that's happening. Sometimes it'll wait until, maybe there's a birth or a death in the family. And what they do is they sort of lay in wait. And when you're going through something, they will actually try to use whatever it is that you are dealing with at that time to gain more power and control over you. Okay. And I'm not talking about subtle things like if your girl if you don't call your girlfriend back, or which that can be a subtle sign of something, but I'm talking about causing major issues. Okay. I've seen people under demonic possession for months, and then the next thing you know, they being evicted. or they done set up there and starve themselves to death. I see people on YouTube all the time, demonically possessed. There are a lot of possessed people on YouTube. Them demons are just thick inside of them. I can put up an innocent video. I couldn't even put up a video of my daughter. Okay. And put up a video about, first of all, if you don't agree with things that I say, which you can't disagree, this is not a democracy. Everything that I tell you on this channel is 100% correct. In fact, I've got people with millions of views on their videos. These people are financed by corporations talking about the same thing that I talk about. Years ago, I made a statement that negativity and stress is what's causing health problems. Not your body just all of a sudden malfunctioning. No, that's not what it did. I was talking about negativity, and yeah, demons can also cause health problems. And then the next thing I know, a doctor was saying it. He's a Asian man, and the video had millions of views, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I agree, I agree." So I know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is not a democracy where we debate. We don't do that. Like what I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling you. You can walk around with demons for years and years and years, and if you don't get rid of them, they will eventually hurt you. I'm not talking about snorkeling. I know that that sounds crazy when I do that. Those are my allergies, and it also has something to do with me channeling messages through spirit. I'm going to be okay. I'm talking about folks that's in a rage, people that are angry, people that are constantly, oh, I'm upset. I got to do this. I got to do that. You're gonna eventually destruct. That's what those demons do. Whether or not it's destruction in a way of getting sick, having some kind of nervous breakdown, the demons sometimes take opportunity to cause calamities in your life, like either loss of job, um, people around you attacking you. I've seen demonic attachments to people that affect the people around them. So, for example, what it does is it's something personal for you. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, that I want y'all to stop paying attention to these jackasses on YouTube that stalk me. Those people have no connection with me. They are annoying. They're annoying. They don't have no connection with me and what I'm doing and what my spirits are doing. Okay? Because when I do that goddamn cleanse on you, I don't get bothered by those demons and entities. Y'all have seen me just recently on camera. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't have problems because of those entities. You know what I'm saying? I'm just all day, just, hey, nature, I'm well taken care of by my spirits, well taken care of. Okay? Just to let y'all know. So I know what I'm talking about. And so we had some people that became demonically possessed by stupidity. Okay. Okay. We had some people just recently, and that's why y'all got to quit judging a book by its cover. Because there's a lot of people, everybody that has attacked me in the past 6 months have been demonically possessed and became possessed because they got acquainted with other people, which still ain't my fault. I'm telling you what I know, and I'm telling you the truth. If you've been out there shaking hands with people, even if you've been in the house, those entities have found you. We have went through a profoundly negative experience as an entire globe. This is no joke. So whoever's going to listen to me, you're going to be the lucky ones, because the other ones, that demon done took over their mind. A lot of y'all that liked that video that I put up, because we all know it's the truth. I know about healing. I am a healer. I have healed myself of battery, abuse, rape. I've had a lot of demons attack me, and possess me. I've been spending the last 6 years of my life cleansing myself, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm so sensitive right now that you can come up, walk up to me with an energy on you, and I'm going to sense it immediately because I've cleared my space so well. So if anything comes in and tries to invade, I know. Okay, I can feel it instantly. So I know what I'm talking about. These other people are just possessed. You need to listen to me and what I am saying to a lot of y'all. Sometimes my spirits will test you. We got 5 upvotes. One of them included myself. This is not about likes or dislikes. Who gives a damn? I woke up this morning breathing and happy and smiling with a smiling child. Okay? So that's all that matters to me. That's what brought me joy today, and then seeing them birds out there. So I woke up fine today. I've been good all day. Okay? Some of y'all woke up with a goddamn demon on your head, in your throat, in your nose, and you need to clean it out. I'm the only one that knows what the hell I'm talking about. You can run around here and be funny all you want. So we had 5 upvotes and 8 downvotes. That meant that there were at least 8 people or less. It could have been one person behind a couple of accounts that needs to release that hatred and that negativity. Otherwise, it's going to kill you. And I have proof of that. I can prove that to you. I can prove to you that that demon that's sitting on your chest is going to eventually kill you. And if you wanted to, fine. So, you know, I'm not lying to you when I say that. So a lot of people that sit there and go, oh, I'm hardcore. Oh, and no, you need to cry. You got a lot of pain that you owe. I know what I'm talking about. And I don't feel some type of way about what I talk about. No, I don't feel stupid for having a high level of understanding of what's going on with people. Okay, that don't make me stupid. That don't make me soft. In fact, I'm one of the strongest people that I know. Okay. So you better understand it. If you've become very negative, very dark for so long, and you just, oh God, you're turning into a monster. You need to cleanse yourself. Okay. Some of y'all gonna need more than one damn cleanse. But I'm telling you the truth. It'll save your life. Okay. I don't do what the fuck I do unless it actually helps people, but you can't get one damn cleanse and expect to be fucking cured. You're not going to be cured after one goddamn cleanse. And now all of a sudden you think you know every damn thing. So I know what I'm talking about. I know how to actually heal your heart. And I know the formula to heal a lot of these diseases out here. So it's not like we not withholding valuable information over here. Okay. And no, I'm not some crazy person living in a bubble. This that I do produces actual energy. So in other words, I get paid to do it. That's why I get paid to do it, because and really, to be honest with you, last year I should have got paid more. Last year, especially with all the shit I was dealing with. But see, it's a lot of people that think that they can use people like me with Native American ancestors and other ancestors. They think they can just use us for some free shit, and it ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna use my mind, my body, my heart, my blood, my bones, and my fucking sweat unless I am compensated for it, because it's a damn shame. And see, this is what I be saying to a lot of you Black people. Y'all be going into that medical industry. Y'all be going into these industries, and it's those industries are not indigenous to your ancestors. They're not connected to your ancestors. That's why you start getting sick. So a lot of Black people have immunities, and they're healers. They are. They're healers. And some of them is broke and they don't even get paid for healing. I'm not one of those people, because I didn't create or produce all of the problems of this world. I didn't conjure up all of that crap. I didn't even think of it. So If I'm going to be doing this spiritual job, I'm going to be getting paid for it. Period. How else am I going to take care of and support my family? And then not only that, we also getting back through spirit the years and years and years of rape, of people raping you, using you, exploiting your energy. So a lot of y'all that's running around here, y'all gonna be lost in the fray, in the fay. Y'all gonna be lost in the fay, and my people gonna be okay. The people that trust me, because I'm the only fucking person telling the truth. I don't give a damn. I know, that's a spiritual gift when you just know something, when God is giving you discernment about something. So it's very deep. I don't like to come on here deep as fuck. Like, I've been enjoying a lot of videos on here, but this is one chick. Well, she is very deep. Sometimes when I listen to her, I can, like, it's a lot I can feel and see. So, I'm right now, and we got this eclipse coming up. So the eclipse that we had last month, that was just a warning, because a lot of people was saying that some negative stuff came out of that eclipse. And fortunately, me or my group, my people, we're not a group. But if you decide, Jamila, I'm gonna rock with you, you gonna get a lot of benefits to that shit. And ain't nobody lying to you, and I'm not gonna sit up here and do it for free. Not for complete strangers. You have to venerate the ancestors. That's why we have to pay for things that we get. Okay, maybe stuff would be free one day, but for right now, it can't be, because God is going to take care of his anointed ones. You're going to make sure they eat. I have to eat a certain amount of food per day. Certain foods, like sometimes when I do y'all cleanses for y'all, my body will be craving a bloody steak. That's why I keep one in the freezer at all times, in case I need to go and unthaw that and get that blood from that meat. Now, a lot of people don't understand it. It's something, because I was looking at this one movie, and I believe that movies is a person, either it's a person's vision, either what they saw or what they thought of. And there was this real low budget, cheap movie called, I think it was called The Psychic. And the psychic lady would eat an egg. She would just eat a raw egg before she did readings for her clients, which would make sense. If you ate a raw egg, well, I think I'd rather have it blended up personally. But if you ate a raw egg, I think there's like a recipe for like a raw egg and some orange juice and some milk or something that's really good that people have been talking about. But if you eat that before reading, that's going to give you a lot of protection from those spirits, because sometimes you have to have a certain amount on your stomach. You got to have something on your stomach when you do these readings. That's why some people, I do their readings in the evening. I got to make sure that I am not too full to where I'm burping and got gas, but it's almost like swimming. You want to make sure you got something on your stomach, but you don't want your stomach to be too full when you're doing these readings. So, a lot of people do need to look at that, look at their nutrition. That's just like I take a liquid iron supplement every single day, along with my other supplements. And along with drinking teas that have a lot of B vitamins in them, because I would be wore out. I would have probably a head full of gray hair. My eyes would be white because of the stuff that we're dealing with. Now, I'm not afraid of this at all. No, I don't feel that one day it's going to paralyze me. I'm not afraid of demons. Again, that's a demon. Okay, my spirits would not even let somebody get close to me that was going to have that kind of negative effect on me. Okay, especially Saint Michael. He's very, very protective over me. He is. I'm telling you, every astral travel that I go on, and I don't astral travel into people's personal space unless you're a paid client and you ask and you need me to help you. Okay, then I may, I do astral project to my clients, but Saint Michael is always there to make sure that I get back. Astral projection is not just about spiritually attacking somebody. This is one of the ways that we heal you from a distance because you can't. Just like the ancestors that are in the sky, they are not, they're sitting right next to us, but they're not in, they only know how to project their energy to us, is what they're doing, in other words. So they're not in the same, they can be, which is how they help you. Okay. And so actually astral projection, you definitely want to work with the angels when it comes to that, because they're really good at making sure, because I've heard of people astral projecting, playing around with it, and not actually getting back to their body, and then something else taking over their body. So you do have to be careful when you're doing witchcraft. But that seemed like something that would be very, very rare because of Hecate. Okay, because if you're actually really doing it, if you're actually really astral projecting yourself, like, and I'm not talking about with a phone, because a lot of these people, they want to call you on the phone like ET. I don't need to call you necessarily, you know. So it's a lot of people out there. You have a spiritual emergency that is getting worse. You got to get a cleanse. And I'm not going to do it for free just so that I don't have problems with your demons. I've seen people sort of, they just wanted free work. Oh, well, fix me then and I won't be a problem for you. No, I'm not going to do that, because that's disrespectful. So you have to listen to what I'm saying. A lot of y'all that have came across uh certain energies and entities and stuff, and it's because of your spiritual gifts more than likely, which we don't complain, we just do what we have to do. Okay, we don't complain about it. Sometimes that's one of the side effects of being a spiritually gifted person. Okay, that's one of the side effects of it. Okay, is that sometimes you may come across a spirit that's particularly negative, and they don't necessarily work like, oh, I'm gonna kill you all at once. A lot of people get kind of scared of that. I don't have those fears, because those fears are very unfounded as far as I'm concerned. If you do something about it, you'll be okay. Okay, if you do something about it, you'll be okay. But if you sit and ignore it, and you can, especially now, let me tell you, the number one sign of needing a cleanse is when you feel different. You don't feel like yourself. You sometimes don't feel like you're actually in your body. Okay, certain aches and pains. You see what I'm saying? Certain aches and pains and certain thoughts, very, very, very negative thoughts. Okay, those are signs that you've got a parasite, actually. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why we have a bathing regime for you that you have to follow. And some of y'all got stuff that's going way down to the bottom of your heart, and you have to dig through, you have to unearth these things to get them out. Okay, you have to. They come out at different times. I know that the last spiritual bath that I had, I needed to put a little bit of sulfur in it, but I didn't. But it was fine. It kind of, I kind of was, ooh, it was a nasty spirit that had came out of me. It wasn't anything that was going to kill me. It would have probably kept me alone the rest of my life, but which is something that none of us want. Okay. Hey, green tea. I'm doing good. I wanted to come on here and talk about this because I've got all these demonically possessed people that are harassing my channel, and and then also I wanted to come and talk to you all that, believe in what I talk about and you agree with me. Okay. And and just to speak to y'all about how demonic possession can be subtle. It can be very subtle. It doesn't have to be like, in fact, Usually, let me tell y'all something. Usually, when people are expressing their anger without throwing things, but they can, if somebody's expressing their anger or either they're crying about something, that means that they are releasing that negative energy. And a lot of people always want to go and stop it, as long as that person doesn't get escalated. Now, if you've got some particularly destructive demons, you'll just get escalated. And the next thing you know, you'll be having coffee and somebody will be beating somebody to a bloody pulp. Luckily, that doesn't happen too often, right? You're welcome. These demons can be very, very seductive. You know what I'm saying? They can be very, very seductive. They can be very subtle and they will stay hidden. So that's why I tell people it's a good idea to get a cleanse at least once per year. And when I do cleanses for people, I let them know, hey, this may not last forever, because they don't. Okay. If you've got something going on, like let's say you work as a nurse, you work at a mental health facility, you definitely need a cleanse, especially if you've been doing that for a few years. Them demons can totally change the way that you look, either in a good way or a bad way. They can really mess people up. And, they can, the way a person looks is literally coming from your aura. Okay. Whether or not you're looking happy, strong, um, just joyous or angry, sad, and, destructive. Okay. They're going to show on your face and in your eyes. I can, I always tell by the way a person's eyes look, what they're dealing with. So getting the cleanses is really, really good. And then also, here's another thing. Not enough of y'all are protecting your DNA. Okay. Let me tell you the importance of protecting your DNA, because it withholds your power, the power of your ancestors. So this is the reason why I did the advanced witch bottle. Now I'm going to go, just out of curiosity, and see how many people thumbs that one down. And I will link y'all that video. Now, obviously, I'm a practitioner. I offer this. You have to put your pubic hair in it and the hair on top of your head. Okay, your hair holds your DNA. Your pubic hair holds more. It's a lot more in the pubic hair. Okay, so that's why you want to use those two areas of the body to make this jar. And I showed y'all exactly how I made it. And if some of y'all made it advanced, hold on. If some of y'all made it and it didn't work for you, it's probably because you need a good cleanse. Okay. And a lot of y'all, when y'all start to talk about cleansing, you start to talk about taking a bath. Unless that water is boiling hot, it ain't gonna do you no damn good. It'll do you good if you are doing a candle cleanse with it. It's got to be a candle that is burning continuously. Okay, so that's why I have so many people. I'm going to link this video to y'all, but this is what you need for very, very good, solid protection. And you know what? The ingredients in it seem very simple, but it works. And I'm talking about heart chakra protection and everything. I'm going to link the video to y'all. But you got to get those cleanses at least once a week, once a year. If you don't want to invest in yourself, oh well. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm going to link this to y'all right now in the chat, so y'all can go and take a look at it. Protecting the DNA is very, very important because that's where your power is at. In other words, protecting your blood. Okay, and if you got kids, because I put all of my kids, not their pubic hairs, obviously, but I put all the hairs from the top of my kids' heads in that jar. And so I do offer that. And you guys got to get on it because it's not just gonna sit and get better. It gets worse, trust me. Okay. And I've seen those demons make people sick. That's typically what they're doing. That's the status quo, is making people sick with illnesses and all kind of stuff. So it don't look like, oh, I'm doing some back bends and even though they were saying that yoga is demonic, yoga's not demonic, y'all. But in yoga, you do kind of contort the body a little bit, but that's totally different. Stretching your body is very different from, if y'all saw that movie, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Oh my God, the way them people was being twisted and turned and contorted. And I was looking at the last exorcism earlier today. It don't look like that, but it can get that way. Um, do I feel that a demon necessarily has the power to kill a person if they don't have God in their life or some kind of protection of their ancestors? Oh, green tea. 888. I've been picking up on negativity for the longest, that video that I put up. But see, a lot of times when people come to me, they already crying on the phone. Or I do Zoom meetings now. They already crying because that's what my spirits do. They'll start to, that is a natural mechanism for healing. Crying is, and it was a big deal to tell, especially little boys, don't cry, right? And even now they tell little girls, oh, you got to be strong. I'm telling you guys that there's a way of being strong while healing yourself at the same time. Because think about it. If you're at some kind of war for 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 years or more, what do you think that's doing to your body? What do you think that's doing to your heart, your lungs, your kidneys? And people will talk about cigarettes and this, and that. Ah, you got to think about those processes, and then also immune reactions too, which are happening inside of the body. So this is why your chakras and the energy around, because they all govern over all of your organs. These are energy points in the body. If you have something that has and that's typically what is happening, invasions, parasitic, or either just, there's some demons that want to feed on you. There's some demons that are just, you know, they're just parasitic. They may make you sick. But then there's some demons that will sort of cause destruction, a lot of destruction. And that's when people get to thinking of suicidal thoughts. Okay, a lot of you guys are being attacked in real time. And so that's why you need to clear away those other parasites that are communicating with the parasites that are currently being thrown to you. Okay, and it is a spiritual parasite. It's been picked up on aura cams too. It's been picked up on aura cams. Like if you look at a person's aura, you can see just these dark grayish spots, and so a lot of people can see auras without the cameras though. And it's not like, when you see anything, if you're a psychic, you're seeing it, but you're not actually seeing it. It's not something that is going to be visible to the naked eye. This is something that you're using another sight to see. Okay. So get in for your cleanses, and they are on sale for $306, which is a very powerful number. The 3 and the 6 reduces to 9. So, I always use numerology, and I think they're 15% off. Um, and it would be an excellent time for you to get that stuff off of you. And I'm telling you the truth, you will feel so much better because you are going to be better afterwards. I'm not an alien or something that's trying to take anything from you. I just know how to heal the human body. Okay. And I know that this is what I plan to do until the good Lord decides to take me from this earth. Okay. So that just, and the herbs will be here next week. There are some people that come around you and drain your energy and you feel tired and exhausted. See, I don't even have folks that come around me like that. Are you green tea? Are you talking about people in your personal life that's doing that? Because nobody should. If somebody is ever making you feel that way, you shouldn't be around them. If they're just draining you and making you feel tired and exhausted, people should be energizing, and so that sounds like somebody with very low spirits and very toxic spirits. And so, clearing those things from internally. The cleanses are an internal cleanse. I've always people have came to me how I've seen it manifest in people is that it'll come out of the stool. Now I know this sounds very disgusting, so this is a trigger warning. A lot of people report it as coming out of their stool. It'll come out as either like a dark, like a sandy. It'll be kind of sandy, almost like dirt, gritty, and the body will just start to clear it out, and you'll start to feel better. You'll be like, dang, I feel so much better. I don't feel as much anxiety. I don't feel like I'm getting ready to have a heart attack. I don't feel like I'm about to pass out. Because many of you guys that, when you do have those demons at any moment, it can cause that to happen to you. So I'm extremely concerned about people that don't take it seriously. And then also a lot of these people are too far gone. So you come into contact with are these people at your job? Because if these people are at your job, that's why I tell you guys to use some kind of protection amulet. Now, it was funny, as soon as I did that video about protection amulets, all of a sudden we were sold out on protection amulets. It was so weird. It was almost like there was a lot of people that were getting them. But you guys, the reason why you may have a reaction to the amulet, for example, if you're a witch and you get a negative reaction to the pentacle, what that means, that's something that's inside of you that's reacting to that symbol. And all witches anybody can wear a pentagram, even a Christian or a Catholic can wear a pentagram. But if there's a demon inside of you that doesn't like the fact that you're now protecting yourself, then it's going to react to that amulet and start, doing all kind of funny stuff. So they're very tricky. And you got to watch your thoughts on a daily basis. Just knowing self is everything. Okay. Because if you're thinking negative thoughts, you want to kill somebody, or you want to, God may not like that. God may want more for you or better for you, instead of, being just kind of wretched like that. And so a lot of times when a person is verbalizing demonic stuff, that means that that entity may be coming out of them in some kind of way. It may be getting released. Yeah, people you've talked to on the phone or through text. So yeah, that are these people that because if people are draining you, and I'd have to look and see who you're talking about. So that's why the readings are so good. I found that my readings are just like a spiritual investigation. They're the same exact thing, because a lot of people will be feeling They'll be knowing what they're seeing and feeling. And, what we do in our society is we just say that those people are crazy. And that's actually a form of demonic possession too, because, back when we knew how to take care of these things spiritually, things didn't happen. Okay. But see, now everybody is just kind of lost sight of a lot of the things that you're supposed to do, and, steps that you're supposed to take, which is why, when you come to somebody, because all of my rituals, I didn't learn them out of a book. Okay. The way that I do my cleanses, the way that I do my protection, especially my group protection, I didn't learn that stuff in a book. I have a book about witches protection downstairs. It's been sitting down there on my bookcase, on my shelf, for over a year, because sometimes the rituals change and they can start to look quite different. Okay. For different times. For example, I have a beautiful ritual plan for the new moon, by the way, y'all, that I'm going to be doing for my group. And so I'll come and show y'all that once I get all of that set up. And it's definitely going to be a very, very powerful one. So make sure that y'all in the Litha group for because right now, as all of these changes, you got to understand that during the summertime, a lot of changes happen. Like when the earth wakes back up, a lot of other stuff wakes up with her. And portals and stuff get to opening, and things get to happening, and the sun is shining, and it's hotter outside, and more people are outside. During this time, this is hurricane season over here, where I'm at. And so it's a lot going on right now. And as we draw closer, like when we get into like mid-June, but we got that eclipse coming up on the 10th. A lot of people, and even I kind of felt it a little bit. It was like something about the crown chakra, headaches, and it was weird, but I felt pretty good. The protection that I'm gonna do is gonna be out of this world. It's gonna be really, really good. We're gonna have a huge protection thingy that I'm doing. So make sure that y'all are in Litha, and you can join the Litha group either by Cashapp, Etsy, or Venmo. Okay. And but that does not negate away from the cleanses. A lot of y'all got stuff in y'all throat chakra. Throat chakra demons tend to activate themselves during the summertime. So you get even more paranoid. I'm talking about very, very paranoid, to where, hell, if you at home, you should be okay. If you in your house, you should be feeling good in your space. Like for me, I'm comfortable because I'm at home in my space where I have created my own environment. When your environment starts to kind of mess with you, so a lot of people are not noticing that. And, a lot of times I will tell you that it is good to have guidance. It's not necessarily the end of the world, if you're lucky and you don't have some kind of, disease or ailment, because I believe that a lot of people do have anxiety. Can make you feel like you're going to die. It can. And so a lot of people are afraid of death right now, um, which is actually having an adverse effect on you ascending or getting anywhere at all, because you're preoccupied with the fear of death, and you shouldn't be. Okay. If you spend every single day of your life worrying about when you're going to die, you ain't going to be living much. Oh, that water is good. So some of these demons won't let you drink water. Some of them won't even let you drink water. And you got to drink water Y'all know that you have to drink water because it helps to flush that stuff out. Okay, all of it. You got to get rid of it because it's sort of what I've noticed is a lot of people getting rid of things that have been stuck in their bowels and in their liver and in their gallbladder for years. It's been inside of you, maybe even things that you ate as a child, beads. And, some people ate dice or jacks. You may have a jack or something that you need to get rid of. And so when you start to get rid of that stuff, you start to feel better because that toxicity is out of the body. This is what the cleanses have done for me for years, and then also the people that I've done them on. Now, who governs over my cleanses? I feel like all of my spirit guides, but a lot of times it's Yemi Ya because cleanses can be difficult. I've went through times where I've been cleansing myself and I had to throw up, and nobody likes to throw up. And I wasn't drinking or anything either. Okay, but I just had to throw up something, and it came out, and you feel better. So, and it can be very scary, but a lot of that stuff that because what happens is that a spirit or an energy, which means that it could be a spirit coming from one place, or either it could be an energy, can come in, and what it'll do is it will turn into matter. It'll turn solid. It'll turn into fluid, and it'll enter into the body, and it'll either start to cause like swelling or inflammation is what a lot of people are having, is inflammation. This is not about competing. I noticed that a lot of people that are demonically possessed by the demon of fear, they come over here to thumbs down. Listen, you're not changing anything. Thumbsing down doesn't change anything, okay? It doesn't. It's never changed anything for me. People are still going to get these cleanses, whether or not you like it or not. So a lot of you on YouTube that call yourself competing with me, you need to go step out of the room, have several seats. This is not about competition. This is not about who's right or wrong. This is about helping people. So I know that's why you're here hitting the thumbs down, because you're counting my money before I even make it. It ain't about the money. Trust me, if it was about the money, I'd be charging $3,000 per cleanse and I would get it. So stop with the thumbs down. It's these other people coming over here. Oh, she don't get this again. They can't stand it. Get off of my channel then if you don't want to accept it. Because what I've seen is a lot of them taking my information and repeating it and wondering why they're not getting anywhere with it, because you keep coming over here biting the hand that is feeding you. First of all, I have seen the way that some of y'all cleanse yourselves, and it is subpar. So I happen to have some of the best spiritual cleanses, and yes, it does include traditional and modern witchcraft. Okay, which the modern witchcraft would be more so the candle. The traditional is the exorcism that you are given with every single cleanse. You get an exorcism with it. So whoever you are possessed by the demon of fear or something, because you've been crying about me getting ahead, but this ain't about that. This ain't about that. That was going to happen regardless. This is about helping people. Whenever you get through. Okay, and especially some of you witches that have emerging powers, and you have a lot of bindings on you. I didn't put those bindings on you. I only bind people from doing harm to me. Otherwise, you do what you want to do. You the one that's going to have to suffer the consequence. So all these people that come over here because you think you're competing with me, you're not competing with me. You need to go and get cleansed. That demon of competition, you must have picked that up when you was working in in the corporate world. This is not a corporate office over here. This is not a corporation. This is old fashioned meets new healing. Okay. And I believe in what I do. And this is, it's just, it's getting ridiculous. I don't even want to be around people running around here. They want to compete and all that stuff. You are not a spiritualist if you're trying to compete against somebody. Stop it. Stop. Because we all have our individual gifts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all sorts of stuff can happen. You know what I'm saying? When you be surprised at releasing, because I noticed that a lot of people will get very gassy. I noticed a few months ago, goodness gracious, the gas. And it just seemed to, it's so weird. It really is. And so all I know is that I know how to protect my family and the people that I love and my children and my clients who are my family. I know how to work with them. As far as somebody because I've never gotten all of the hatred. This is not about you. This is not about being right. This is about communicating with the people that need my help. Their ancestors are here too. And you can't compete with an ancestor. So sit down. You're being very disrespectful. I can't stand these people. And they only do this because it's me. If it's somebody else saying the same thing, they would have no problem, which happens all the time. But this is my earth over here. You go over there and find your own earth. For real. Now, those of you that are interested in cleanses, here's the way that you get them. You can either visit my Etsy, get a consultation. I do offer 30-minute mini reads also, but they're subpar. 30-minute readings ain't enough damn time. And I thought about phasing out my 30-minute reading option. Okay. That may end up getting phased out because 30 minutes is never long enough. It's never long enough. Sometimes an hour. But you can either cash out me. My consultations are $80. No, that is not expensive. Okay. It's not. It's not. Okay. Think about next time you go into that emergency room, you're going to have a $10,000 doctor bill. Okay. And I heard that they're charging 20 something thousand for in vitro fertilization. Yeah. So a lot of y'all that are having trouble getting pregnant, it's because you need cleanses. Okay. You visit either Etsy, you can Cash App me. I do accept Cash App and Venmo. And then I do all of my meetings with you guys by Zoom now so that you can see who I am. And then we just go from there. Okay. You get a lot of support. That's what I do all day. If clients need me, I am one text message away. Okay. And I still haven't gotten that private client number yet because I've been so busy. I just got everything, all of my bookcases built for the apothecary. And I've also been doing some other stuff that has been keeping me busy and then tired, like wore the hell out. So I've been kind of doing a lot of physical work over here, but it was good for me, for real. It is. It's good to, kind of roll the sleeves back and get the body to moving around for real. So um it doesn't have to be a scary experience, only that you just wish that you would have gotten it sooner. That's what a lot of people say to me. They're like, I wish that I would have gotten this initial cleanse sooner, because it gives you that clarity and you are more powerful. You are. If you sit up there and let somebody and convince you of something else, that's on you. I've had people do that publicly. Hey, that's on you. You already knew the power you was working with. So if you don't believe in your own power and ability to heal within yourself, because I can only my spirits can tell your body what to start to do, because when you get the cleanses, that's why I don't really offer healings, because when you get the cleanses, it automatically starts a healing process. Okay, so that's automatic. And then some of the powerful words that I write on your petition, Some of them are in Latin. Some of them I write them in Latin. Some of them are written in English. It just depends on what your ancestors want. Some of y'all ancestors want Arabic. Some of them want, other languages. So, I don't necessarily have to speak it in that language, but I can translate it and write it. Okay, because I don't know all of the languages. I'm not multilingual like that at all. I know a little bit of Latin, but you know what I'm saying. So, um, and you're gonna feel better because you are gonna be better. I'm not gonna trick you or convince you. No, this is not a trick. So I'm not gonna convince you. Oh no, you feel better. You're better. I don't put you under some kind of hypnosis. No, I don't do mind control because you actually feel the difference and you're ready to start to move forward in your life on your path without all of that because I know how that feels when you're trying to move forward but you got this energy that's just like just your stomach all in bubbles and you feel like hell. And some of y'all may even be manifesting money but you can't even enjoy it. What's the point in having money? I wouldn't want no money I can't enjoy. So even the money that I've made spiritually, I've enjoyed it. You know why? Because I keep myself cleansed. Anytime you can drive, and trust me on this, y'all want this for, whatever high priestess you're working with. Honey, I'll go down there and make me a root beer float out of some pecan ice cream and just be in heaven. That's the way you're supposed to feel. You're not supposed to feel like shit. And many of you do. So if you feel like shit, then what are you going to produce? Shit. And a lot of people wake up every goddamn day feeling like shit. Okay. Hey, Kelly. We're talking about cleanses, Kelly. We're talking about cleanses. How you been doing, Miss Gold? We're going to have a really, really nice new moon protection and other stuff ceremony on Thursday. So, and you're in the circle. Cool, cool. You've had a couple of cleanses. You want to talk about it or nah? If you don't want to, you don't have to. I know that for me, the instant I do a cleansing ritual on myself, you just feel so much better overall. You just feel happier, even when you're going through something. You know what I'm saying? Things that you go through in life, certain milestones that you experience in life don't have to destroy you. Hey, K Journey. Hello. So, and I believe that the cleanses can save you from certain health problems and health issues too. I'm not ashamed to say that, and when you start to build like an apothecary, that's when people start to notice because it's like, oh, she's got all those herbs over there. But I've always had those herbs. I didn't have them all at once. And I've got a couple of some new ones. So they told me that the herbs is on the way. So I will be live for probably a few hours coming up this week here to talk about herbs and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Such a shame. Demonically possessed person. Well, you haven't had a cleanse in about a year, though, Kelly. When was the last time you had one? When was the last time you had one? It's probably, I'll have to look in my records. It's been a while since you've had one. So you probably you about set or due for one now. So yeah. Oh yeah, if it's been about a year, then that means that you're due for one. Yeah. Mm. Really? Oh my goodness, 17-year-old. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's that age. That's the golden age. 17 years old. Yeah, they can definitely have some attachments on them. Yeah. Well, if you guys need them, just contact me. Definitely don't pay attention to these demonically possessed people in the chat room. I think that they probably are in situations where they just have access to the internet to harass people. But so I think it's weird. But and we won't be responding to demons anymore. We ain't responding to demons no more in chat rooms. I'm sorry, because they sure want some attention. That's a sign of demonic possession. Now I know that sometimes being sneaky can kind of be fun, but don't go so far to where you're trolling people and stuff. That's kind of weird. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Because I've got a supply coming in next week. I'm sure that my candles are going to be right behind it. The herb order, because I ordered the herbs before I ordered the candles. So, and that's going to be a pretty big order. That's probably going to take me a few hours to stock up on. And I need to go ahead and get my stand that holds 250. I think it's like 250 pounds per shelf. It'll hold up to 250 pounds because that's going to be a lot of candles. I don't want nothing caving in, you know. Yeah, well, K Journey, that's why I was saying I was addressing and they don't understand that I know why they're here and why they're consistently here is because I'm a healer and I do attract messed up people like that. So, and but they are possessed. So I can't spend my time. I got way too much stuff going on to be spending and even worrying about it. So I noticed that somebody had called me earlier just out of the blue. They just called. And I was on the phone with a long distant relative and I'm like, what the hell is this person calling? It's so weird. And this person that he just calls and he's possessed, but he don't have nobody around him that knows how to help him. So he just goes around possessed and calling my 686 number uh, all the time. So yeah. Is it really, K Journey, your first time? That's crazy. Well, I look forward to it because the one thing that I like, and here's the thing, when I do a cleanse for you, I can genuinely feel that the cleanses have worked on you. So anytime, a lot of people they'll say, "Oh, I do feel so much better." But I want you to be honest and so a lot of clients are honest, they'll say, you know, I still kind of feel this or I still kind of feel that, you know what I'm saying? And so, and that's usually during the cleanse though, because you got to allow the candle at least 3 days before, but a lot of people instantly feel better because of the guided bathing. Now, my bathing technique has a 100% success rate. Um, but that's actually all gone over with you during the banishing call because I do an exorcism on you. Okay. So that's just what it is. And anybody that feels that they're too good to pay, that means that demon really got you. And you're just coming up with excuses. And it's very parasitic. It is. There's a lot of parasitic people that are on YouTube and we can't help that, and of course I attracted them because of who I am and so that's all good, but when it comes down to what we're talking about, this is very important because when you do come to me, that's your ancestors that are bringing you to me because they trust me and they know I can help you. That's why they do it. That's why your ancestors provide for you. And it's definitely I wouldn't even necessarily say it's always an even exchange of energy because I always put in extra work for my clients. So yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people that they'll, and that's that demon talking to you. At that point, it's talking for you. And so a lot of people, of course, the demon's not going to tell you that you're possessed by it. It's going to be very hidden and secret. So that's why you got to, make sure that you cuz I don't help people so that they can become a minion. I kind of that bothered me a little bit when somebody said cuz I don't do stuff like that. I don't because the more people that I help the merrier. And anybody trying to interfere with that, I don't care if you demonically possessed or not, my spirits are going to handle you. And I'm telling you. And then, you know, it's not just that, it's, the people around me here. So, here locally. So I have a lot of responsibility that I take seriously. And so if I spend too much of my time and energy, dealing with people that either, you claim you don't believe in it, but yet they're always here. If you don't believe in stuff like this, you wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be here. As they come by and troll or whatever, they're constantly being skeptics. And it's like, well, why are you here then? And you've been here for years. So that may be one of their ancestors trying to get some kind of help for them, but I can't help you for free. I can't do it because when you get yourself in a position where you are able to take responsibility for yourself, that's when you're ready to see me. Otherwise, if you ain't ready to take responsibility for yourself, I don't help people that are like that. I don't help people that ain't ready to help themselves. I'm not doing it. I love you guys, but technically, unless it was my child or maybe even somebody in my family, but mainly my child or either my husband or whoever I may, whatever. But just a stranger on YouTube, I'm not just going to go around cleansing and clearing people that I don't even know, because as soon as I start doing that, that's when I start taking responsibility for the stuff that's on you. And I don't have to because I wasn't there. A lot of y'all have had stuff put inside of y'all since you were a baby. That stuff has been getting put inside of you since you was a baby, either through spells, incantations, or even sometimes rituals. Okay, you know how when you hear the little amber alerts and somebody done took somebody baby, you never know, somebody could be taking that baby to go do some kind of ritual because people still do that. People have been doing that. Now I will tell you that Hollywood has been kind of secretly showing us that they've been doing rituals on kids since they were babies. And see, I don't the some of those rituals wasn't good. If you do a ritual to crown your kid with success and love and good health, then that's good. If you have, because I believe they call that a christening. And see, for me, when it comes to babies and stuff, I know how to bless babies, but some of these people be putting demonic entities in these children. And some of y'all were like that, but God had another plan for you. Some of y'all that were meant to be sacrifices, or y'all was meant to, whatever, God said, no, that's my call. So, I label myself as a witch, yes, but I believe in God. So, I know that sounds weird. I was raised in the Baptist church, but I think that it goes a lot deeper than that when it comes to my spiritual self. So I don't even get into that because I don't want to appear to be an egomaniac. I'm just telling you that I know how to help you, and the help is here. Okay. Um, so yeah. And if you with demonic possession, I think that there have been some people that have obviously been demonically possessed for years, but they just don't really know what to do. And I've been that way too. And there was nobody to help me, which it was meant to happen that way. But for a lot of you, it is meant for somebody to guide you. It ain't nothing wrong with that, because once you get that off of you, then you'll see and you'll feel the difference, and you'll start to see clearer. A demon is going to make things real bleak for you. And you may be thinking right now, oh, I'm going to go and kill a bunch of people and end it all. And that's a demon. Okay. That could, and we see that happening all the time with folk, ready to kill folk and then kill themselves. And those are the demons that are out there. Okay. Those are the types of demons that are roaming around out there. And they have attached themselves, and you can even feel them start to activate when you maybe hear about something in the news. Maybe something may happen. And so it's important for you to check yourself. You got to look at yourself, and this is not necessarily about the people around you, but yes, the people around you, yeah, they can have an effect on you. Especially when people don't know anything about this. They are totally unaware. And so you don't have to be a spiritual, math magician to have a basic knowledge and understanding of it. But I think that what people don't understand is what is happening during the spiritual cleanses is the problem that they're having. So what they'll do is they'll try to cleanse themselves, but there's certain keys and factors and things that are happening during those rituals that I can't even tell you. I think that either you have the ability to do it for yourself and for others, or you don't. And if you don't have that ability, then you probably are demonically possessed, because the way that God and spirits and angels would like is for all of us to just pay it forward. I know that that sounds corny. I am not a corny person. We should all be more corny, and more peace and love and hugging on these trees and stuff. We should, in which I do every day almost. I haven't been outside today. It done got dark out there now, but you know. So anyway, I have spoke enough. I will see you guys later. If you guys need me, all of my readings are confidential. Consultations are confidential. You don't have to worry about any, because I think that it was some people that made people nervous. They don't have access to my clients. Nobody has access to my clients except for me and my spirits. Otherwise, ain't nobody ever met none of my clients to talk to them, and so I want to let y'all know that you're secure over here with that. Okay. And you can also trust me, because here's the one thing, the reason why is because I have nothing to gain by doing anything opposite of what I've promised you that I'm going to do. There's nothing to gain for that in the first place, not for me at least. Okay. And I don't dark work, doing the dark stuff. We do have to do it sometimes, but the focus this summer is going to be on cleansing and healing. And we've been delayed way too long for that. And the delay is no more. Hmm. Did you tell him no, K Journey? I would have told him no. You need a reading. Yeah. I would that's strange. I would be weirded out too by that question. Yeah. So All of my contact info is below. Okay. And do it, try to do it today. Okay. And then I can get you scheduled for next week sometime. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace and love to all of y'all. I have to go. Again, if you're watching through the playback, make sure that you guys show support to the channel by hitting the thumbs up, because that actually, when you hit the thumbs up, it actually does help the algorithm so that more people can see it, and you can share this as well so that they can get the help that they need, because nothing makes me feel better than making other people feel better. It's just a part of my nature and who I am. Okay. And no, I don't do it for the money, because if I was doing it for the money, I'd be charging $1,000 for cleanses and getting it. I'd be charging way more and getting it. I would get it if that's what. So it ain't about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd have told him no. Contact me about that though, K Journey, because I need to talk to y'all about life insurance. It's a contract. It's a death contract, so I'm kind of weirded out by that too. Okay. So, okay, all right. I'll see y'all later. Love and light.